What's going on, you guys? It is Perry the Entertainer. We're back again for another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw for the night of March 16th, 2015. Make sure you guys go down in the description box and click all those links down there. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of time, and plus, I don't even know what links are going to be down there, so you're going to be just as surprised as I am when you go down in the description box and go click on all those links down there. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure that you are up to date with all of the PTE show videos. And that's going to be about it for that. But, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to this Raw review, I'm going to be completely honest with you. If we were to break this show up into, well, not quadrants, what would those be called? Like triads or something? If we were to break them up, 3 hours. Hour 1 from 7 to 8, Hour 2 from 8 to 9, and 9 to 10, obviously being hour number 3. 2/3 of this show absolutely sucked dick. I'm not gonna try bullshitting you guys. I'm not gonna pull the wool over your eyes. You guys know just as much as I do that first 2 hours of Raw sucked so much dick that it's not even funny. And to be honest, the only couple parts of the beginning that I want to talk about is, of course, the opening promo, which led into what happened at the end of the show, and the whole shit about Rusev and Cena, which apparently I didn't even see, actually. I was going down to go get food, so I caught the very end of it. But I'm going to kind of not really read off of what you guys said, but judging off of what you guys told me happened, we're going to be breaking that down. So the show started off with Seth Rollins kind of responding to Randy Orton, and Randy Orton basically saying he's going to challenge Seth Rollins to a match at WrestleMania, which, if you think about it, that really doesn't make any sense because last week, of course, Randy Orton just beat the holy shit out of Seth Rollins, so I don't know exactly why a match is even in the talks right now because, you'd think that Randy Orton got his revenge already, but Seth Rollins did accept, but tension between the Authority basically took over the entire night. We had Big Show and Kane kind of confront Rollins, saying that, Kane says he's tired of Rollins being like a spoiled brat and everything like that. And, that was another thing. Seth Rollins did say that he will accept Randy Orton's challenge for WrestleMania if Seth Rollins will fight Randy Orton tonight, which didn't make a whole lot of sense thinking about it, but you could kind of tell that there was going to be a beatdown on the horizon, and that's pretty much exactly what happened to pretty much throw everything at you. The Authority, pretty much everybody on the Authority quit at one point or something like that, or somehow they were all pissed off at Seth Rollins. So that's pretty much all you need to know about that. We got to the point where Jamie Noble quit on Seth Rollins. So all in all, at the end of the show, everyone was all in cahoots, and it was all to get back at Randy Orton, and that's pretty much exactly what you thought was going to happen. The entire Authority swarmed the ring, and Randy Orton, of course, being the Viper, the snake in the grass. That was the funniest That was the funniest part of that entire opening promo was when Big Show said, "Oh, you know what I do to snakes in the grass? I stomp on them. I stomp on them." And I'm sitting here like, Didn't you lose to this guy in the worst Survivor Series main event of all time? So, maybe that was just me. Maybe I was watching the wrong show or something like that. But like I said, the Authority was swarming the entire ring. They were going to attack Randy Orton, get some revenge there, and all of a sudden the lights go out. You hear the caw, and Sting, I don't know if it really returns, but he appears in the ring side by side with Randy Orton, and both of them fight off the entire Authority. They're beating him down. We get the Stinger Splash and the Scorpion Death Drop from Sting. It was a pretty damn good moment for Raw standards, but like I said, to even consider that was probably the best segment / moment of the night, and that's not saying a whole lot because, like I said, a lot of this show absolutely sucked. But I like them kind of combining the two Randy Orton and Seth Rollins and Triple H and Sting. I like them kind of bringing those two feuds together, seeing as it still is all one big storyline with the Authority. So I do see them still drawing parallels and everything to that. And we actually got Sting's first live words on the WWE Network shortly after Raw went off the air, basically saying he's going to beat Triple H's ass at WrestleMania. That's all you really need to know about that. But If you like I said, if you missed Sting's first official WWE promo, it was on the WWE Network, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be posting that on YouTube. So I'm sure you WWE app non-havers, I guess that's a stupid word. You guys can go check that out on YouTube. But like I said, I like the fact that they did draw parallels to both feuds. I feel that there had to be some point where Sting was going to have to show up there. They weren't going to pull a whole Undertaker thing and hold Undertaker off and hold Sting off until WrestleMania. I had a feeling WWE wasn't going to do that. Seeing as I'm pretty sure WWE already knows that Triple H is not one to be able to, I guess, handle a feud on his own. He tends to kind of piggyback on whoever his opponent is, who his opponent who's carrying the feud to begin with. So for him to be the one that is carrying the feud, I'm sure that's very struggling for him. So to see Sting back on TV and promote this feud, that is definitely something that a lot of us wanted to see. And it's funny because the entire IWC, YWC, at least that I'm following on Twitter, we were all passed out by about 9 o'clock anyway, shortly before Paul Heyman went out there, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. We were all passed out. We all, this show sucks. There's no point. Why the hell are we watching this? It's a rehash of SmackDown. It's so much other crap going on and everything. And then Paul Heyman walked out and pretty much shook everything and changed everything up. Like I said, it was not as good as last week's promo, but we'll get to that in just a second here. But like I said, the appearance of Sting definitely made this Raw, at least the ending, well worth watching. So if you guys want to go check that out, go do that. But the first 2 hours, I would stay away from. Those are biohazardous, motherfuckers. Stay away from the first 2 hours of this show because they were god-fucking awful. Apparently, this whole Rusev-John Cena thing, they had some contract signing tonight, which I didn't understand why they did that, considering you can have Roman and Brock and have Roman finally in the ring with Paul Heyman, which we ended up getting tonight anyway, and in an attempt to build Roman on the microphone. And like I said, we did get that today. And again, I will talk about that in just a moment, but we're talking about the John Cena and Rusev thing. They had some lawyer guy out there with Rusev in place of Lana, because I guess him and Lana are having some tension or something going on there. And they brought some lawyer out there who made a complete ass out of himself on live television. JBL and Booker T apparently were burying the motherfucker before he even picked up a microphone. And I could understand where or why this would make sense, seeing as it was Rusev's decision as to whether or not he would fight John Cena or not. So I understand them having a contract signing, something like that, to verify, hey, Rusev, you said yes, right? Here you go. Which both guys eventually ended up signing. And now I guess the match is official. And I can't really say a whole lot because I did not watch this segment, but I'm sure I will have a lot more to say about it on #spoilers tomorrow night. Make sure you guys go check that out because that's definitely going to be a must-see when I do watch the segment. Speaking of segments, let's talk about Paul Heyman basically flaming shit again. And not to mention, Paul Heyman was not the only one that talked on the champion's behalf tonight. In fact, we actually got an in-depth exclusive interview from the WWE World Heavyweight Champion himself, Brock Lesnar. And you know that whenever Brock is on the microphone, things get a little interesting. I mean, shit, we got that from the Survivor Series promo, or I'm sorry, the SummerSlam promo between him and John Cena. So we saw that, the pool of his own blood and vomit and urine and all that stuff. So it's going to be a must-hear to begin with. So, like I said, basically the main line that you got to get out of this is I'm going to beat the fuck out of Roman Reigns. And they had to censor it, so you had to, you got to take that into occasion. But Brock did a damn good job making himself sound like an absolute beast. And he doesn't even need to sound like it. I mean, fuck, look at him. He does look like it. So, and Paul Heyman pretty much did the same damn thing. And Paul Heyman, you can't. And that's the whole, apparently, thing. Apparently, they're trying to make Roman Reigns look like the ultimate underdog here, and he has no chance of beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So Roman Reigns ends up hitting the ring. He goes to the ring and cuts probably the best promo you're going to hear out of Roman Reigns' mouth since probably the snowed out Raw. So that's not saying a whole lot considering that was about 2 months ago. But that was a damn good promo by Roman Reigns, and hopefully that's not the best we're going to get out of him this year. I feel that he is on that kind of roller coaster going up, and I hope that there's no slope to it. Like, I hope that there is no stoppage, because next week, hell, we're going to be getting Brock and Roman in the ring at the same time. We're going to get a face-off between the two 6 days before their eventual WrestleMania World Championship main event. So, what did you guys think about that? I thought that Roman did fantastic on the mic. I feel that Paul kind of set him up for success. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. And I hate to say it, but I think that's about all we got to talk about tonight. I mean, like I said, this entire show was just, it was so mad that it was almost unwatchable, to the point where I was watching more of Cleveland and Miami, and now I'm watching Golden State and the Lakers. I'm watching this stuff more than I'm watching Raw itself, and I'm on here talking about wrestling. So that's not good. I'm sitting here, and not to mention we're on the road to WrestleMania. I should not be wanting to fall asleep during the second to last show before WrestleMania. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be canceling SmackDown next week, so I don't know what the hell we're going to do for #spoilers next week. So I don't know. I should not be wanting to fall asleep midway during Raw on the road to WrestleMania. And next week, they have to fix that. And hopefully, they can do that with Brock and Roman Reigns in the same ring. And, of course, we're going to be getting Snoop Dogg and Bill Simmons next week. And so I'm sure they need some more mainstream promotion heading into WrestleMania. And I'm sure this is definitely the way to do it. I mean, as long as you kind of keep the rapping and everything to Wiz Khalifa, because he already fucked that shit up last week. So let's not do that this week. Anyway, I hate to cut it short this week, guys, but that's about all we got to talk about this week. Please go down in the description box and click down all those links down there, and also leave your thoughts on the show as well down in the comment section below, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow for #spoilers. So that being said, I am out. Perry the Entertainer signing out. Peace.